Hello, I am Heidi Dunn, and I'm an English teacher at McHenry High School. I wanted to go over with you some of the course options and electives that I teach. This is particularly for students who are going to be juniors or seniors. So I'm going to cover AP Language and Composition if you are a sophomore about to become a junior. I'm also going to discuss Rhetoric and Research Honors and Introduction to Theater, as well as Stagecraft, so that you can kind of know a little bit more about them. So first, if you take a look at the sophomore level options, sophomore options to take junior year, the last thing you'll see listed is AP Language and Composition. AP Language and Composition is a year-long class. It is essentially really focused on writing. In this class, you get to learn about three different styles of writing. Rhetorical analysis, which is reading things and then kind of pulling them apart. I call it like the dissection of reading, where you read something and you think about, why did the author choose this word or this concept or this idea to write about? And then you explain why the author did that. And you really think about the meaning behind the choices that the author is making. So that's the first type. And then there's argumentative writing, where you have to take a side on some sort of topic, and you have to be able to argue it by providing excellent evidence and everything like that for your side. And then the last is synthesis writing, and that's basic research writing, being able to use sources correctly and everything like that. We do reading, but it's mostly nonfiction reading. Mostly essays, as well as like articles and things like that. And we're really looking at what's really happening in the world and how we respond to it and think about it as writers and readers and everything like that in the class. One of the things that you should know about AP Language and Composition is that it is an AP class. However, I give students lots of opportunities to work on revising their writing, particularly the major papers that they're going to be doing within the class. We also have some activities that we do in the class. In a traditional education environment, we do an AP presidential campaign project in the first semester, which is when you learn about using your rhetoric, the use of your words and your ideas and things like that in order to convince other people to vote for you. And we do a big presidential campaign that ends in an election of AP class president, which includes the president of all the students currently taking AP Language and Composition. Second semester, we do a paper that is an action research paper, where students are asked to interview people throughout the community as well as the school about a problem that they would like to solve. And so that research that they do, including experiments, surveys, and the interviews, gets all compiled into a mini documentary, which we do mini documentary film festival in spring, typically, where we invite everybody from the school can come and watch the film festival, and we show all the films that were presented. So if you are interested in nonfiction reading essays and articles and things like that, and totally looking at the information that's given to the world around us and being able to see through the rhetoric to understand how an author is manipulating you, AP Language and Composition is the class for you. All right. Some other options that I'd like to talk about is, let's see, Honors Rhetoric and Research, which next year, 2021, is going to be a blended option. AP Language and Composition is also going to be blended. So Honors Rhetoric and Research is a basic debate class. We do 5 different debates in the class. It is an honors level class, so you get honors credit for doing it. And students learn, again, how to argue about real world topics and information and apply research to them. We do 5 debates. Some of them are individual debates, and some of them are team debates, and some of them are pair debates. So sometimes you'll be arguing by yourself against an opponent in the class, and sometimes you'll be working as part of a team to do that. It's a great course to take if you are planning on going into law, or if you'd like to learn how to just convince people using your words and speaking in public, because it is a public speaking class, and that's a semester long. I love teaching this class, and usually kids really like taking it. So if you are interested in that, that's a semester-long class that you can take at junior or senior year. And then the last two classes that I want to talk about are the ones at the bottom of the elective sheet right here, Introduction to Theater and Stagecraft and Introduction to Technical Theater. So Introduction to Theater is a semester-long class again. It is a traditional class. We meet in the classroom, and it's basically exactly what it says. Sophomores, juniors, and seniors can take this class, and it gives you a taste of all the different parts of putting on a theatrical production. Not only reading plays, but also figuring out how to analyze plays to use what costumes should be made, what makeup design should take place. And then we do some of that. We apply makeup. And at the end of the semester, it usually ends with a live performance of a one-act play that we create during class. Stagecraft, Introduction to Technical Theater, that is all tech theater. So Introduction to Theater includes backstage as well as acting. Stagecraft is just backstage. So we will be using the script that the theater directors in the high school will be performing in the following year. And we'll be designing some of the things for that play. We'll be making sets, literally using tools and starting to get to work on making sets and props and things like that. We'll be learning how to sew in a way that will help us design costumes, and you'll learn basic sewing techniques. You'll learn how to apply makeup for the stage. You'll learn how to do all the business of the stage, publicity and things like that, designing posters and putting out press releases and things like that, and as well as taking tickets and designing lobby designs and things like that. So you get to learn all about that backstage stuff, and that is a one semester class as well. If you have any questions about any of these classes, you can email me at Dunheidi, that's DUNNHEIDIE at dist156.org, or you can send an email to your English teacher and they can forward it on to me. All right, thank you for listening. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me. I'd love to answer them. All right, I hope you all have a great day and that you figure out which class is right for you and you choose wisely because we've got some great offerings in the English department.